Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be part 2 of my Autodrive tutorial series. So as far as what we're going to cover today, we're going to go over some more stuff. Now you should have watched part 1 for this all to make a little bit more sense for you. So we're going to dive in. Today we're going to cover how to delete routes on a map, load and unload, and how to deliver. That's what we're going to talk about, is those different functions on here. So first off, deleting routes on a map, this little icon right here, the only way other than going into the game save file, as far as I'm aware, there is a different way, let me know, is just clicking that until you get deleted all the stuff that you want off of the map or wherever you're at. So there we go. We have some stuff cleared away here. So first things first, if I'm going to load and unload, so let's say I want to take stuff from this silo and move it over to this silo over here. Well, first things first, I need to make a route. So I'm going to go ahead and start by making a route. We're going to make just a one-way route. So if I just go right here, we will activate this. I'll just record a one-way route around here. Just like that, very simple. We covered this in the first one. We'll go just over there, right about, we'll probably go a little past it. Right there should work. We will set that as, this is gonna be silo 2, since this is where we're taking stuff to. Now we'll continue up around. This is where we're loading. So again, you wanna set that point just past where you're trying to end up. So we'll go just a little bit more. Right there. We'll probably should go a little bit further. There we go. That one should work. We'll set that as silo. Not silo up. Silo 1. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and stop recording, but we're going to connect this. So left click, left click. Everything is good to go. So we're going to get this over here to start. We're going to park it over here. Now you can now take this off if you wanted to, and it'll still run. But I'm going to leave it on just so we can see what's going on. So I'm going to leave this right over here. Now we need to click this button here. So here we go. We're change it to pick up and deliver. So we're going to pick up at silo 1 and we're going to deliver it to silo 2. We're going to grab wheat. So now if I hit activate, it's going to go ahead and start doing this. Now this loop function, I can click this and let's say I want it to do an extra couple of times. Well, it will do it and then continue to do it until it's done. And again, you can make more complicated routes. Obviously, this is just a very simplified route just for demonstration purposes. So once it gets, as it's getting close to this, it won't go all the way up to it. As soon as it can load into this, it will stop. Boom, right there it stopped. Just before that, it hasn't actually reached it yet. And you can see down here we're filling up with wheat. And now that it's full, it's going to continue on its route. It's going to continue around just like that until it gets close to here. It's going to slow down a little bit. Now it does take a little bit of time. It'd be faster, obviously, if we did it by hand, but you can have this kind of loading and unloading in the background and going about its business this way, which is pretty nice. Give it a second here. All right, so here we go. I've had this issue before where this isn't quite right. It hasn't gone forward enough, so might just have to move that back. Then we can hit continue. It's going to continue around again. So now I'm going to go ahead and just put a quick cut while it continues around, and it's just going to drive back around to where it was before. All right, we're coming up on it now again here, so hopefully, let's move it even a little bit further just to make sure. And you might just have to kind of adjust those, and again, right click to move those guys around there. But as soon as it's able to dump, it should stop. Boom, just like that. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Once it gets there, it'll be able to unload. And now it's going to put it in the silo. And now it actually got rid of one of our numbers on the loop because I fast forwarded it, which, by the way, that button there will kind of just skip you ahead to the next destination. But now if it's on loop, it's just going to keep going. Once it puts that back down, it'll keep going, and it's actually just going to keep driving. But I'm going to stop it for now. So that's the load and unload. Now, if we look at our other modes here, we also have deliver, which we'll talk about in a second. We have load, and then we have unload harvester. So we're going to talk about everything except for unload harvester today. So this also, by the way, works if you want to have it go to a sell point. So I could have a sell point trigger somewhere, and then I could have this go to the sell point. And again, you can adjust it to only have stuff show up on here that will fit in the trailer that you have attached. Ooh, get out of there. The trailer that you have attached. So we'll leave it on wheat for now. Now, if I go to here, this is deliver. So if I actually fill my trailer up with wheat and I have it delivered to silo 1, I can just go ahead and hit activate. Now it doesn't need to know what crop it is because you're just delivering whatever's in the trailer. So it's going to just take this up to silo 1, which actually it's probably not going to like silo 1 because of where the trigger's at. So let me just move that further along there so it actually, there we go. And sometimes if you have issues where you have to move it every time when you're switching between unload and unload, you might have 2 triggers set up. That way one is set up for loading and one set up for unloading, and just know which one is which. Or you could have silo 1 unload and silo 1 load. So there you go. It's loading in there. All right, perfect. We get how that works. And again, you can have it do as many times as you want for whatever it's got going on. Now, if we change this over to load, we're going to have it go to silo 2. And it's going to load from silo 2, and it's going to load wheat. So we're going to have it go there. Destination. Or excuse me, this is going to load at silo 2 and take it to silo 2. Let's have it switch over to silo 1 there. There we go. So it's going to load at silo 2, and then it's going to take it to silo 1, but it's not going to necessarily unload it. So you can have that set to anywhere on the map, a point. So apologize about that, but there you go. It's going to load up here, and then it's just going to take it to silo 1, but it should not dump it into silo 1. It should just take it there. We'll watch it as it goes around here. So it's going to hook around this way. There we go. And it should just, again, stop once it hits the silo 1 point, which we can make it just a little bit closer to speed up time for us. There we go. It got to silo 1. Now, if we go back through here, unload harvester, we're not going to talk about that again. So again, we've talked about the drive function in the first one. This one's load and unload. So you're going to load from one silo and unload in a second one. This one is going to take something you have in your trailer to a specific point to unload. This one is going to take something from this location and take it to this location. So it's going to load at this location and take it to this location and not unload, because it's just going to take it there for you. So if you needed wheat somewhere for your chickens, you could have this go somewhere to load and then drop it off where your chickens would be, and then you can put it in manually from there. And you can again adjust that however you want. So that's how all those various functions work. Yeah, that's what I wanted to cover today in this video here, just a quick guide to all that stuff. We are going to go into a lot more detail with all the other stuff coming up here in Autodrive. The next video I'll put out is going to talk about unloading the harvester, so we'll take a look at that hopefully here in the next couple of days. But there you go. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel. Turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.